These are randomly generated NHL players, and I will be selecting 20 for my team. In today's challenge, I will only be able to see the team that drafted each player. After all the selections have been made, we will assemble this team on NHL 26 and simulate through a franchise mode with the hopes of winning that Stanley Cup. Today, it's a good day. It's a Friday, the Ryder Cup is on, and Trey McBride only put up 8 fantasy points last night. But that's yesterday's news, bro. We're over that. So to top it all off, how about we win a Stanley Cup? And one last thing before we get started, I actually did try to do a previous season. So I do like last season's goals, last season points, something like that. But for some reason, the NHL API is tripping. It said that Macklin had like 25. And then I went to HockeyDB and he had 66. I was like, yeah, there's no way. So I had to check it. I don't know what's going on. It's not giving me the right numbers. So it is what it is. I'm hoping I can do some kind of junior team thing where I see if they played for like Boston College, Boston University, or maybe the Sarnia Sting. I'm just not fully sure how I'm going to do that because they do have the league name, so I can somehow filter through that, but I just got to try to find out what they all are because H East, I don't know what that means. Anyway, here we go. Oh man, Phoenix. Oh, wow. That is an older player. Who's a player? I can't even think of anybody. Tell you the truth, I don't even know what year they switched from Phoenix to Arizona, so I'm going to steer clear of that one. I'm going to go for Edmonton with hopes that it's Leon or Connor, please. What did I say? What did I say? We're winning the Stanley Cup. It is just a phenomenal day today. Connor McDavid couldn't have started this team off any better. Yeah, here we go. Second. Ooh, it could be Sidney the Kidney. San Jose has had some good draft picks recently, but it could be someone that's moved on. It could be Macklin, though. Should we risk it for the biscuit? You know what? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Let's go San Jose. Oh, about that. Yeah, we get Kevin Labanc. I was actually just talking about him in a Be a Pro recently. I don't know what's coming out first, but you'll know when you see it, I guess. Next up, we have an undrafted king. It could be the Breadman, but it could also be Mid-City. So you know what? I'm sticking to the right here. Let's go for Minnesota. Wait a minute. I should probably... Nick Dowd was drafted by the LA Kings? How do I not know that? But anyway, Marco Rossi joining the team. Fire me up. I knew he was a 7th round pick. I just didn't know that he was drafted by LA. All right, fine. We'll go for undrafted. Let's see what happens here. I actually kind of love that. We get Bobby McMahon, Toronto Maple Leafs legend. A lot of centers going on here early, but hey... We'll figure it out. There's got to be multi-positions. Come on. Why do we keep getting Hey, yo. Oh, my word. Why is there so many undrafted players? What is going on here? We're going for Calgary. Yeah, repeated player. We get Capitals legend, Andrew Mangiapane. I'm not upset with that, really. I mean, they're all probably fairly similar overall. We got to get Connor a sniper here, and it's going to be... Oh, no, it could be Michkov on the right. No, we're going for the left and hoping that it's Goal Caulfield. Well, we started hot, and we have since taken an ice bath. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Another center, by the way, in case you were wondering. Let's dial it in here. Winnipeg. They have some good draft picks. They really do. Oh, dude, can you imagine if the right was Bedsy? Can you imagine if we have McDavid and Bedsy playing together? It's a risk I have to take, even though there's probably going to be a stud on the left. Actually, now that I think about it, the middle could be Jack Eichel, which would be crazy because McDavid Eichel. But yeah, we're sticking to the right. You've got to be kidding me, man. What is happening? We started off so good, and now this is just a monumental fall off. Oh, by the way, it was Jack Eichel in the middle. This is the one. We're getting a stud. I'm not going Chicago. Ooh, St. Louis. Did they draft Tarasenko? It's not like I really want him right now, but Robert Thomas. Yeah. All right. You sold me. We're going Carolina. Okay. All right. I'm fine with that. Another centerman. Another centerman. Love those. We need to get even just like an 85 overall sniper. That's it. That's all we need. To play with Connor, Rossi's not a sniper, is he? I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe I'm totally out of touch, but for funsies, we're going Arizona. Yo, why? Couldn't miss here, to be fair. Clayton Keller, unreal player. I had a feeling it was Tkachuk on the right, and of course it was Kyle Connor this time. Last time we got Captain Lowry. I mean, he's good and all, but like, Whatever. This is fine. I'm fine. We still have, imagine we got a trifecta. We still have 3 selections to make this work. So, can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine if that was pasta? Like, we have to shoot our shot. Yo! It's not pasta. We get Danton Heinen. Great stuff. Great for the program, actually. I would actually hate it if you gave me a first-line sniper right here. It'd be the worst thing in the world. I don't even know. I can't go Minnesota because I'm scared it's going to be Rossi again. Don't want that. St. Louis. You know what? Let's go for the Rags right down the middle. This just in. Should have went for St. Louis. Jordan Kyrou right there. He would have been nice. But instead, we get the guy who I'm pretty confident has given me a lot of trouble buying into scheme fits. Can't wait to have those conversations. This is our last forward. It is quite literally do or die. Ooh, wow. Dallas, they drafted Jason Robertson, right? I think it's a risk that we have to take. Yeah, we could go St. Louis again. We could have just gotten back-to-back Kyrou, but we're going down the middle. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Yep. Yeah, I will. Big time. Could have had Neighbors. Could have had Cole Sillinger. Welcome to the team, Dickinson. Woo! We need some defense to get this team to work. I don't know anything about defensemen, to be honest with you. For some reason, when I saw Boston, first thing that came to mind was Dougie Hamilton. So, I don't even know if that's right. Edmonton, who have they drafted? Like, did they draft Adam Larson? I don't know. I'm outing myself as a casual again here. Let's go for the swing on the Boston Bruins. Come on now. Okay, well, I got my answer right there. Adam Larson was, in fact, not drafted by the Edmonton Oilers. Did he ever even play for them? I need to look this up. Okay, I'm not totally off base. He did play 5 seasons for the Oilers, but yeah, he also played several for New Jersey. But anyway, we do get our guy, Dougie Hamilton. Love that. That's a great start. Next up, we have Anaheim. Could be Olin. Could be Drysdale. Could be Pavel. I still don't really know how to pronounce his last name. I'm just going to call him Minty. I think there's a lot of good options for Anaheim, so I'm just going to the left here. You give me 100 guesses, wouldn't have been him. And that is easily the best player on the board, so you love to see it. That is massive. They're both right-handed, but maybe one of them's lefty/righty. Or maybe our defense is just going to be so stacked that one of them will have to be on pair number 2. Buffalo, Toronto, and We have to, man. If it's Cale Makar, like, it's game over. We just win the cup. We've got McDavid and Makar. You don't need anyone else. That's it. Just put those 2 guys on the ice. They'll figure it out. No, sir. We did not get lucky today, but we do get another right-handed defenseman. Barron. Yay. This is it. Here we go. New York. Ooh, there's good options there. Unless I'm tripping. They drafted Pulock. They drafted Pelech. They drafted Devin Taves, maybe. We're going the Islanders. Oh, okay. Or just none of the above. Yeah, that's awesome. Travis Hamonic. Right-handed, by the way. This team is loving centers, loving right-handed defensemen. The good news is we have to do it again. But the good news is we have Connor McDavid. You know, if we didn't have him, we'd be absolutely cooked. But at least we have him. He can hopefully carry. And Rossi's like, you know what? With McMahon maybe on the first line together, they could probably do unreal. So we'll have to wait and see. We're going to the left. Yeah, Cale Makar is right-handed as well. But I don't care, honestly. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Come on, man! Oh my word, our defense are going to be absolutely out of this world. Last player, I don't care who you are, but I kind of hope you're left-handed. Well, I don't know. Let's just go down the middle, I guess. Split the D, if you will. Whoa, would you look at that? They're all right-handed. But we could have had Nemec. That would have been nice. Instead, we get Casey. I don't care. Again, our defense is insane. If we can even get... Oh, man. If we can even get... Is that the safer bet? A 85 overall goaltender? I'm going to remain super optimistic about this team. I don't know what to do here. Because the Islanders could be Sorokin, but... There's also, yeah, they definitely have some older goaltenders they drafted that are just chilling on other teams right now. Undrafted, I feel like we have a good chance of it being Bobrovsky, but also could not be. Fine, we'll go undrafted. Oh, all right. We get Logan Thompson. I forgot he was undrafted. Yeah, that's kind of fire. It was Sorokin on the left. Obviously, that would have been ideal. Did he even simulate good for me last time? I feel like I've had him recently and he was kind of cheeks. And we had the GOAT Flower in the middle. Ooh. Well, we already have our starting goaltender. I honestly don't even care who we get here. If we get someone better, great. If we don't, whatever. Going to the peg. Come on, Jets. All right, bro. You don't have to do me like that. Sergei Bobrovsky makes an appearance. Off to the right, we get Comrie. He can be our backup, sure, whatever. I don't care. Team's still unreal. Wonder if I should add this as a stat, because right now, obviously, I'm using a custom build of the website to do this. Do I have it in there? I don't think I do. But anyway, yeah, let's go. Yeah, anyway, dummy, let's go assemble this team on National Hockey League 26 and see if we're gonna be any good. We might be salary cap compliant. We kind of got like well, not really a core four, but we do have McDavid and Makar again, so that's all you really need. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up to our landing spot, and the Tucson Tigers are 86 overall in Division 3. Let's go. I have 2 fun facts for you. 1, we had about $6.5 million of cap space left, so we are compliant. Number 2, Jabroni will not be editing our lines. Now or ever. Charles Sullivan, my good sir. Do whatever you want as long as we win. I don't know why Rogers is finessing me right now. I'm trying to watch the Ryder Cup, but all I'm getting is this documentary that I don't care about. What do we have here? Buchnevich playing with McDavid and Keller. So I think it's playmaker, two-way forward. Yeah. I think we maybe move Sod up. Do we want, sniper. He has a 4-star shooting category, but I don't know, man. Like, we might want to move him up and then have Pavel in the second line. That's where he's supposed to be. All right. I actually don't love having Luostarinen on the 4th line. I kind of want to move him up. Is Heinen by any chance? Yep. Okay. Left wing / right wing. Beautiful. And then I think Dickinson can be there. Perfect. Bobby is, okay, a strict centerman. LeBanc is left wing / right wing. The pieces are falling together. Brandon Saad on our first line's crazy, but bro, you put me out there with McDavid, I'm getting points. Let alone throwing Clayton Keller on that line too. He's got a 4.5-star shooting category. Like, these guys can still bury the biscuit. This is why we don't let Jabroni cook. Like, why is Casey up here? I severely doubt it. You're going down to the second. Barron is probably a strict right defenseman. Is he lefty? Yeah, well, I still think I want to move Barron. Maybe we'll leave it, actually. Top 6 defenseman. Depth, okay. Will Montour want to be there? Nice. That works out pleasantly. These guys are both green for both, so I don't think me even talking to them is going to do anything. And here's our goaltender, Logan Thompson, 86 overall, backed up by Comrie, who's 81, so that's not bad. I would say that's pretty much average. I will, of course, say that Cale Makar gets the most points with 98, and this team will have 47 wins. Listen, if we're doing absolutely dog water, then I'll move Buchnevich back up. But for now, I think we're okay. Watch, this guy's like a 5th liner, and he's not going to buy in, even though I'm trying to put him on line 1. Oh, who could have predicted that? We've got a whole laundry list of players that weren't having the scheme fit, but it's all right. They'll cave eventually, hopefully. Simulate the first 2 months here, and let's see how the Tucson Tigers are gonna fare in the NHL. I have this turned to off. Watch Brandon Saad end up having like 40 tucks or something crazy. Like, bro, just park your caboose in front of the net and they'll find a way. Let's go. Run a bit of a run here. Colorado Avalanche, we took Makar from you, and we took 2 points from you as well. This team loves losing in shootouts and overtime, which I'm totally down with. We're getting points for these. Look at this. That's 4 in a row. Okay, that one stings. We were about to have more overtime losses than regulation losses, which is absurd. Why do we go into overtime so much? After the 2-month mark, we are 2nd in the division with 38 points. The Tampa Bay Lightning above us right now with 3 less games played. That is kind of scary. McDavid's kind of being a problem child right now. Everyone else is kind of like, okay, we're cooking here. Let's buy into the scheme fit. But he's not feeling it for some reason. So I don't know what's up with that. The team as a whole is kind of going off right now. I don't know if we're going to catch Tampa. I mean, like, there's still lots of season left. I shouldn't say that. And actually, we are kind of catching up to them already. Man, Tampa Bay's just having an unreal sim right now because our record's really good, but we are still a fair amount behind them. Yeah, they only have 1 more game played than us, and they have 9 more points. So this is going to be a tough team to catch. McDavid's the only plug not having it, so I'm going to just show you our scheme fix. I think that this is pretty much what it's going to be anyway. He's already all green, so I don't think it actually makes a difference. It's It's looking pretty good. We got 2-1-1-0. Defensively, this first pair for some reason is still a 0, but then we got 2+1s, which is nice. Man, Tampa Bay, we just cannot catch these guys. They're already at like 48 wins for the trade deadline. They're about to set a new record. We've already clinched a playoff spot, so there's that. We're kind of gaining ground on Tampa, but it's going to be really tough. We're going to need them to lose a few games here, and we're going to have to win out pretty much, so we'll see what happens. Oh, actually, they have one game less played, so it's possible we're right on their tail. We're definitely giving them a run for their money here. Let's see if the Tucson Tigers can win the division, and honestly, it'll probably be the President's Trophy. I mean, come on. Look how many wins are at here. Stop winning, Tampa! Oh my word, bro. That is insane. This is actually pretty funny. Our first round opponent is the McDavidless Oilers. They ended up with 117 points. Yeah, okay. I mean, we kept getting close and they just kept pulling back away. They did win the President's Trophy and we did finish second. Toronto here third with 112. Let's see if there's anything crazy going on down here. No, top 16 teams. Wow, you don't see that happen very often. All right, bro. As if. Connor McDavid puts up 86. Clayton Keller puts up 86. Marco Rossi. You know what? I am going to make a change going into the playoffs here. Cale Makar only had 58 and was a dash 11. What are we doing? Brandon Montour had 55. Dougie Hamilton 49. That has to be like probably the 3 highest defensemen we've ever had as like a collective group. Oh yeah, look at this guy locking it down. 40 wins, 5 shutouts, and a 912 save percentage. Comrie was 13-3-1 with a 918. Like, that's insane. The league leader for wins was Andrei Vasilevsky. He had 43, 10 shutouts, and a 918. So he had a season. And your defensive leader, are we playing the game? Well, it's not our guy. We know that. Cale Makar didn't get it. It's Morgan Riley with 85. Zach Werenski had 84. What does the Fox say? 76. Still don't understand why defense don't put up points in this game. This is the first time I haven't seen Kadri up at the top, but also, are you kidding me right now? 140 points for Austin Matthews with 75 goals. Yeah. Fair enough. Here's what the team looks like without McDavid. Wow, that second line is hurting. They have Hyman, Draisaitl, and Nuge just as a good first line, but then not really much after that. Defensively, they got it covered, though. Ekholm, Bouchard, Wallman, Nurse, insane top 4. And then these guys, obviously, as the bottom pair. Not bad at all. Stewie Decimal System will be their starting goaltender. I imagine. I don't know. Maybe they're going with Pickard. All right, some changes in order here. Buchnevich, you're going up to the first line. Congratulations. Actually, you know what? Do we move Rossi up instead? Well, I guess he is. But we have so many you know, I'm actually doing something crazy here. Hold on, let me cook. This is the team we are going to bring against the Edmonton Oilers. We now have Rossi up here on the first line, playing with Keller and McDavid. Pavel will be on the second line, playing with Luosterainen and Saad. Our depth looking like this. I'm also promoting Montour to the first pair. And he is a 2-way defender? Yeah, okay. And Dougie's offensive, right? So maybe that was the problem. We had 2 offensive defensemen together. I don't know. I'm going to run with that. Yes, Rossi, my guy. All right, I've lied. I changed it up a little bit more. This is the team that we're running with. First 3 games. Let's see how it goes. Come on, Connor. You got to do some destruction against your former team here. And we start off with a 4-2 win. Next game is a 3-2 loss. Come on, boys. Yes, another win. I don't want them to win here. If they do, I'm going to be pretty scared, honestly. Huge. Absolutely huge. Just end it now. Yes. Let's go. The Golden Knights went to 7 in their first round. This team is so scary, man. Hurdle, Eichel, and Marner. The second line was Stone, Carlson, and Barbashev. Are you kidding me? They got Dorofeyev on the third. Brother. Defensively, they got McNabb and Theodore. Jeremy playing with Noah Hannafin. Kind of surprising that he's on the second pair, but hey, you got to the second round. And their starting goaltender, Aiden Hill. I think it's safe to say we're in one. You know what that means, guys? We're going straight to Game 7. Hopefully we can take down the Golden Knights. That's a great start. Oh, no. Okay, we won the first. Oh, no, not like this. Oh, it's done. Yeah. We won the first game, and then we lost the rest by 1 goal. Every single time. I simulated 1 game into the Stanley Cup final again, but it is the Vancouver Canucks against the Golden Knights. I just can't help but think if we had like a good first line sniper, this team would have beat the Golden Knights and we would have gone the distance. But anyway, DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Besser as their first line. Garland, Hedel, and Kane. Kiefer Sherwood loves to throw the body around on the third. They have Quinn Hughes playing with Hronik. That's a good pair. They got Pettersson and Myers. Good stuff going on back here. And Thatcher going to be the starter. We shall advance one day at a time until we are awarded a Stanley Cup champion. Obviously, Vancouver has the 1-0 series lead, but it is now tied up by the Golden Knights. Exchanging wins. Seesaw battle right now, and the pattern continues. It is a best of 3. The Golden Knights break the pattern. Can they finish off the series? Nope. We get a game 7. This would be phenomenal. It's a real-time sim, but can't do it. So instead, I will press this. X marks the spot, and our Stanley Cup champion is the Golden Knights. Bakersfield Condors, Calder Cup champions. Marco Rossi was loving that first line. He had 12 points, 11 for Cale Makar. Kotkaniemi had 9. Clayton Keller and McDavid only had 8. Like, bro, what is happening? Montour had 6 points, so that's not bad. Dougie really took a step back. Did we demote him to the side? I think it was him, right? I mean, talk about consistency. This guy was a stud even in the playoffs. 922 save percentage, 252 GAA. Logan Thompson was not the problem. Aiden Hill, Stanley Cup champion, had 16 W's, a 913 save percentage. He was doing pretty good. Thatcher Demko one-upped him a little bit here, and Hellebuck had his guy, but apparently the Jets couldn't get the job done. Your defensive leader for points is Quinn Hughes, just under a point a game. He had 21 in 22. Shea Theodore, 16 in 25. Same with Hanifin. And probably your Conn Smythe winner, Mitch Marner, 27 points in 25 games. Then Eichel had 22 somehow, so he didn't do that good. Mark Scheifele, 21 in 18. I mean, give it to him. Because I know for a fact you're not going to give it to Aiden Hill. Art Hart combo, Matthews. I mean, yeah, he had 140 points. What else are you going to do there? Norris to Morgan Riley. Matthews gets another one. Demidov, the only Calder winner possible. Yep, they gave it to Marnsey, who got a Stanley Cup with the Golden Knights. That's actually pretty funny. Vasilevsky gets the Vezina as well as the Jennings. Graves awarded the Bill Masterton. Muse, the Jack Adams recipient. Kopistar, his final season, he gets the Selke. Matthews with a couple more here, because of course. Here is your playoff tree. We tried. It was a valiant effort, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get past the eventual Stanley Cup winning Golden Knights. They have a really good team, so honestly, fair. But our star players did not play that good. Or they just got shut down. I don't know. Maybe Golden Knights were all over them. I imagine they probably were. If you have any draft ideas, be sure to let me know down below. If you played along with this one and were choosing players, let me know what your team ended up looking like. I appreciate you guys as always. If you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And I will see you soon.